Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time for Game Week 26 preview. Now it's been a long time that I last uploaded a video, and I pretty much wanted to take a little bit of a break, come back fresh and ready for the weekend. Now, not only I'm going to be talking about Game Week 26, but I'm going to be talking about my transfer plans for the next few game weeks. I'm going to focus on the blank game weeks like Game Week 28 and Game Week 31. And I want to give you guys like a little bit of an overview. I don't want to go too much in detail in this video. But don't worry, I will be creating a video for the blank game weeks and how we can navigate through them. And I just want to give you like an overview on what I think of what I would do or what I'm going to be doing. Just to kind of give you guys some kind of ideas for your teams. Okay, so hopefully you guys will like this video. Smash that like button and let's continue with the video. This video is sponsored by OneFootball, an app that is free to download on iOS and Android devices. This app will definitely help you out with FPL and the Champions League fantasy football. You'll be able to follow your favorite teams, find out the latest news, live scores, highlights, transfers, stats, and many more. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description below. Thank you. So as for Game Week 25, as you can see, I've got 55 points, above the average of 47, but I did take that -4 point hit. I removed Mane and Tosun, who were injured for Game Week 25, and I brought in Traore and Aubameyang. I took a little bit of a risk with Aubameyang, and yeah, that risk did not pay off, but I'm kind of happy that I'm taking this risk, because if it does pay off, then I will gain a lot of ranks. So I'll drop down a little bit more. Now I'm outside of 200k. But I don't think this is a massive problem with the blanks, with the double game weeks. Plus, I've got my wildcard free hit as well. I'm pretty sure that I can gain a little rank. And with a little bit of a plan going into these blank game weeks, I think it's going to help me a lot. So here we go. So as for the team, I'm going to go through this quite quickly because I do want to talk about Game Week 26. Ryan with 2, Sionchi with 1, Rico with 2, Trent Alexander-Arnold with 6, Traore with 3, Madison with 1, De Bruyne with 2, and as you can see, Salah with 32 points as my captain, Ings with 2, Aubameyang with 2, and Vardy with 2. It's kind of sad the fact that Liverpool players are pretty much saving our teams, and you guys have seen what's happening in the Premier League. It is actually so difficult to predict. Except for Liverpool players. I mean, those players are the only ones that are bringing us FPL points. And this is why it has been a struggle for a lot of FPL managers out there. But I think what's happening is as well, when we are kind of losing a lot of ranks and we are dropping, we're doing things that we don't want to do. And a lot of people's taking a lot of hits. I'm actually quite glad that I didn't take too many hits going through the stage where I am dropping in rank. Yeah, and I feel like with the blanks and with the double game weeks, there is a lot of points to kind of gain and to get the rank that we want. So, yeah, I'm going to go through Game Week 26 right now. I'm going to go through my transfer plans. So, not only for Game Week 26, I'm going to look at Game Week 27, 28, 29, maybe even 30, maybe even 31. So, I'll go through that right now. So as you can see, this is pretty much my team setup for Game Week 26. I'm going to go through my captain options, my transfers, and some of the player positions in my team. So first up, captain options. In here, I've got 4 amazing captain options with Kevin De Bruyne, Salah, Aubameyang, and Ings. Now, I think at the end, I will probably captain Salah because he is highly owned. And I think a lot of people will go and captain him instead of a player like Kevin De Bruyne. I think Manchester City players are fantastic for this game week. And I'm going to go through some of the transfers in a sec. And I actually do think Aubameyang could get something out of this game against Newcastle. You got Ings on form against Burnley. Great options here. So I'm quite glad that I have these players for this game week. I would love to have another Manchester City player, but the problem with that is the blank game weeks. I'm going to go through the blanks in a sec. And if I look at my team, like overall, I've got a lot of Leicester players, but their fixtures are turning. They're getting better, and they are going to definitely help me out in this blank game week, which is game week 28. As you all know, there's 2 fixtures in there that is actually postponed. I already talked about game week 28. If you want like a video like specifically for that, just let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely will create one. But we've still got a lot of time for that. And if we look at the defense and the goalkeeper, Ryan in goal against Watford, Sionchu against Wolves, not really the best option here. Trent against Norwich here, fantastic. Lundstrom, a lot of people are thinking to remove Lundstrom. I personally think he could play this game. So I'm going to keep him for this game week and maybe move him on in game week 27. Rico, do I really think he's going to bring me a clean sheet? I don't think so. And if we look at the bench, I might actually do this. Play the Wolves player and bench Rico. So, you know, a team like this, a team set up like this for game week 26, it's actually not too bad. Maybe captain Salah instead of Kevin De Bruyne. And there we go. It's actually not too bad. I do have some players like Aubameyang and Ings could actually return me big. So I'm actually quite happy for this game week. However, I do want to make some changes. So the idea here is to rebuild the team without using the wildcard. Now, I don't think has been a lot of FPL managers out there that have spoke about this, you know, trying to rebuild the team without using the wildcard, because wildcard is actually a very powerful tool. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The wildcard draft that I created for you guys a couple of weeks ago actually worked. And to be honest with you, I wish I wildcarded before game week 25, because I would have got like an additional 3 more clean sheets, like clean sheet points onto my total points. And that would have got me around probably 70 points. That's actually pretty damn decent. But things happen, and right now, because I didn't use it, I didn't activate my wildcard, I want to rebuild my team and use my wildcard probably after the second blank game week, which is in game week 31. So probably activate my wildcard in game week 32, set up for the double game weeks. So here we go, the transfer plan. Now, my team might be a little bit different than yours. Obviously, the squad value is going to be different as well. And you might have like problems in your team, like injured players that you might need to sort out. Use this as like a transfer strategy. So don't look at the players that I'm thinking about. You know, I mean, you can go for them. It's really up to you. But if you got other gut feelings, then go for another player. But use this as like a strategy to give you some kind of idea for your team. So what I want to do is rebuild this team. And for game week 26, I want to remove Kelly because I cannot trust this guy to actually play. And I'm looking at Southampton players. As you can see, most of them are very cheap, 4.4. Stevens here. A great fixture for Southampton. At least, 3 home games in the next 4. That is fantastic. And plus, they got a fixture in that blank game week 28, against West Ham. I think these fixtures are amazing for Southampton to get us some kind of points. And them being this cheap, that's actually not too bad. So I was thinking to bring in a Southampton player. And then obviously I will play like probably 4 at the back, or maybe just bench Sionchu and play my attacking players. And that's actually not too bad. And then what I can do in game week 27 is to remove Lundstrom. I got 5.5. I can bring in a Wolves player like Bolly, 4.7, only 2% owned. First game back, a clean sheet against Manchester United, and a fantastic fixture for him and Wolves to keep a clean sheet against Norwich at home. And then in game week 28, which is the blank game week where Manchester City versus Arsenal and Aston Villa versus Sheffield United's fixture is postponed, I am going to remove Aubameyang and bring in Firmino like this. And this team looks fantastic for Game Week 28. And not just that, for Game Week 29 as well. As you can see, Liverpool versus Bournemouth, I'll have 3 Liverpool players. Southampton versus Newcastle, I have 2 Southampton players. I've got 2 Wolves players against Brighton. And I've got 3 Leicester players against Aston Villa. This is very good. And by this time, if these transfers work, you know, without any injury problems, then I'll be able to set my team up. I'll have a chance to actually bank the transfer in Game Week 29 and look ahead for the next coming game weeks. And yes, the only problem here is injuries. There might be some injured players, and then of course I'll have to adjust. But I'm happy with this plan. I can always adjust it. But I feel like having some kind of like a transfer plan, some kind of idea on what you need to do, like for the next coming game weeks, it might actually help us to kind of navigate through the blank game weeks. I'll have 11 players for the blank, and I'll have a really good team for that game week and really good team for the next coming game weeks, to be honest with you. It's just this game week coming up in Game Week 26 is going to be a little bit rough. I would like to switch these players immediately, but this will allow me to keep my wildcard and maybe use it like before a double game week. Obviously, you don't have to use the wildcard at that time. If you need to make some changes, you know, if you got a lot of players that are injured and you really want to remove a lot of players in your team, then go ahead, use your wildcard. Trust me, it works and it will help you and you gain a lot of ranks. I mean, the wildcard draft that I did, I'm pretty sure that helped a lot of people out there who actually activated it and used some of those suggestions that I posted. Okay. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it. I hope this has helped. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Many managers out there doing something like this, like looking ahead too much. They're just looking at the next game week or at least the blank. I want to be looking at after the blank, you know, what's going to be happening to my team and when I'm going to be using my wildcard and stuff like that. I think that's quite essential. So yeah, Salah or Kevin De Bruyne as my captain. I'll be making 1 transfer and bench Söyüncü, and I'll have this team set up. And then yeah, hopefully there'll be no injuries to kind of block my transfer plan. If there is, then I will have to adjust and make a different plan. But anyways, thank you so much for joining. I hope this helped. If it did, smash a like on this button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time, and enjoy Game Week 26. Well, I say enjoy. I mean, what is going on with these fixtures? It's just all over the place. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining in, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.